Hey paper crafters, thank you so much for joining me today. I love that you took the time to pop by my channel, check out the video that I've got going, and hopefully stay and poke around a little bit. I'm really excited to be able to offer some videos now and then and share my love of paper crafting. So I hope you find something that you enjoy and come back to see me another time. Bye-bye. Hey paper crafting friends, thanks for tuning in today. Today I'm going to be featuring the July 2021 Kiwi Club Kit called The Happiest Place on Earth. This video is going to be part of the Kiwi Club collaboration, so there will be some other videos offered by other YouTubers that also will be featuring this kit. So make sure that you take a look in the description of my video. You'll find links there to the others. That way you can go through, visit each video, leave a comment on each of the videos you visit. Each one of those comments is a possibility to earn a template set of your choice. So you want to make sure that you participate and have the opportunity to earn that prize. The last couple months we've had the same winner, so it is worth it to take that time. So this is the palette that I'm going to be focusing on for my video today. I don't think that I'm going to be going with really a theme park feel as much as some of the other layouts I've seen using this kit. I know not all of us have that kind of things to scrapbook, so I think what I'm going to do more is focus on this beautiful floral that's included in this kit and some of the complementary colors that are part of this particular paper pack. There's this really lovely sentiment card where I can make kind of a banner that says "One Amazing Day." And then I'm thinking, I don't know that I'll be getting into these ones today, but I think I can use these little circle centers for something that I have in mind. So I'm going to get started kind of laying this out first with some templates, and we'll see where it takes us. Thanks for joining me today. All right, so let me show you what I came up with. First of all, I'm going to say I'm sorry because I didn't use any of the templates that came with this month's kit. I just don't have anything coming up that is calling for that amusement park feel, but I absolutely love the colors of this kit and I love that floral paper. So we're going with this floral feel, and I did bring in this really sweet set of banners that say "One Amazing Day," because I feel like I can use that title for so many things, okay? The template set that I am really featuring heavily this time is this brand new one called Tiny Plants. So you are seeing this video, if you're watching it when it very first comes out, it's August 4th, okay? That means yesterday the new templates became available to club members, and tomorrow, August 5th, they're available to everybody else. So if you fall in love with this little tiny plant set the same way I did, you'll know where to get it. And I will put a link to this in the description box along with information about Kiwi Club, etc., just in case you want to check it out, okay? So most of these little templates that I'm using are coming from the Tiny Plants set, with the exception of up here. And these are a couple of templates I've had for a while. This one is from the Simple set, and this one is called Sprig, I believe. Oh no, this is from the Simple set as well. Okay, so just a couple of other pieces that I pulled in. Honestly, mostly as a placeholder. I probably will go ahead and cut my pieces from the Tiny Plant set, but I just wanted to get a feel for where all I wanted to lay things out, okay? So this particular layout is featuring Aspen Court 3A and 3B. These layer beautifully with funky frills, 1A and 1B. So that's this curvy one that you see behind it, and I'm just going to be poking out some coordinating color to where I can just get a little bit of an edge coming out behind there just for an extra little color pop. I know for sure that the Aspen Court border is going to be the lovely floral, because this is what is really going to set the tone for my page. every other color that I pull in is going to be coming from here. So when I go to do the greenery for these flowers, I probably will pull kind of this turquoisey color to be the greenery, the foliage for the flowers. And then I'm going to do all of my flowers in these reds and oranges and yellows. Okay. As far as my photo mats, I haven't decided yet. They may be white, because when you're all is said and done, you're talking about just that little edge around it. I'm not sure. We'll see kind of how that comes together after I get all of these other little accents done. I'm going to go ahead and get started with my paper choices and with getting these pieces cut. And if I come up with any specialized tips along the way as far as cutting, I will pop back on and share those with you. Thanks so much. All right, before I go any further, I wanted to share with you, I did go ahead and switch out the background. It's still a deep blue. I originally had a close to my heart sapphire color there. I decided I wanted something just a little bit deeper and darker. The paper that came with this kit is gorgeous, okay? So I definitely could have just gone with this color that was included in the kit as a background color. They gave me 2 sheets and I could certainly use it. I just love the quality of this paper so much that by the time you cover everything up, I tend to go with other choices for my backgrounds. I mean, look at this beautiful rich turquoise. I just want to make sure that I have more of this when I'm ready. So I've got that floral piece cut. My next cut is going to be the funky frills. So if you have been watching my videos for a while, you already know what I'm going to say next. If you have not, I just want to show you a way to create this funky frills without using so much of your paper. So let me scooch all of this out of the way. And I am going to grab the orange paper that I'm going to be using. So this is going to be what I'm using for the funky frills. And I just want you to kind of stop for a second and think about this. Okay, when you line this up on here, you really just need enough so that that funky frills is showing, okay, behind the aspen cord, right? You can see that. So I don't need like this 3/4 of an inch that you can see through the template is going to end up hanging, is going to end up just being hidden behind the piece. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this. And I did this so that these little subtle like curlicue design is running this way. Obviously that kind of choice is yours. The back is directional. It's a very cool banner. So it just kind of depends on what else you want to use that for if you have a project in mind. Okay. To mark this straight edge on here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find my lowest point, which is going to be about here. And I want to just kind of follow that up, and I'm going to mark that. Okay. So what I've ended up doing by doing it this way is saving maybe, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 2 inches of paper. It's not a ton, I get it, but it's enough that it will allow me to use this for something else in the future. So that's why I like to do it that way. Let me go ahead and get these cut, and then we'll see what we move on to. When you go to assemble these, really the easiest way, if you just want it to be, you know, the size that the template was, is just to lay your cut piece on top and then layer on that border like that. And that's going to end up just the same size as the piece was intended. So there we go. Now when you look at the back, it looks a little bit funny, but who cares? Actually, you could use that for something else. Anyway, so those are the borders, and those are set to go. My next job will be to start figuring out some of the flowers and things, getting all of that greenery cut, and just starting to create those clusters. All right, I have been a busy bee, so let me show you how this is all coming together. We already took a look at these borders kind of along the way as I was working on them. So I think this one, yep, goes on that side, and then this one here. I'm happy with how those turned out. Such a fun splash of color. I love all of the floral colors on the sides, and then this great orange just kind of pop against this blue background is lovely. Okay, so happy with that. When it came to creating all of these floral pieces, remember this little section here was really more of a placeholder. I'm going to be featuring just this new set called Tiny Plants. So this was just here to remind me to create something for that space. So I grabbed this sheet of red, this yellow, this teal, and then what I had left of the orange after I cut the frills. Okay, and I just got busy tracing and making several pieces. I knew that in every cluster I wanted a touch of yellow. I knew that in every cluster I wanted a little bit of the red, and then I wanted a little bit of the orange, and then for the greenery I was using this teal. So I knew I was just going to need a bunch of pieces, and it's easier to just trace and cut several at once. So let me show you how all these little clusters worked out. Look at this one. Look at how fun this is. This little pot, I just used a little bit of the yellow to kind of be a splash in there. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. I do want to decorate the pot a little bit, so I'll probably, add that little kind of scallop along the edge, maybe the dots. I was thinking maybe with stickles. I haven't made up my mind yet. Okay, for this cluster, let's see, where are we? I did this one here, just a little flower, adding on that center, and I made basically the same one here. The orange piece is a tiny bit different, but just that fun little pop. And then the only one I did not include the orange was this cluster up here, and that's just because with it sitting against this orange piece, I felt like it didn't really need it. But look at how fun just those pops of color are. So I'm really excited about that. I did make the photo mats just white for this. Now, I like the white, and at first it feels a little bit stark, right? There's like too much white. But when you think about that tiny edge that's going to be showing after you add your photos, I'm not so worried about it. I did end up changing this one to a 4x5 instead of the 4x4. I felt like I had enough space there to do that and just kick this up a bit. And I like my photos, you know that, so I never want to leave them out. Boy, that one got all inky up when I was messing with it apparently. I do think that the yellow would also look really nice on here for photo mats. So if you are not a fan of white photo mats, this yellow would look fantastic. So definitely think about that. The back side is just kind of a red. So that is another option. But this is the basics for how this month's club collaboration came together for me. Again, I used the paper from the kit and one of the sentiment cards, but I ended up just pulling in that new set of templates. So hopefully that didn't make you crazy. Hopefully some other people are featuring the templates, and you've got the idea books for more inspiration as far as that goes. So I'm excited that you joined me. Please don't forget to leave a comment. Remember, by putting that comment on there, you are entering yourself into the drawing for the month, so you don't want to skip that. Make sure you visit the links for the other videos and then come back and see us next month. So thanks again for spending some time with me, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.